I have 3 days to make a horror game. But there is a problem. I've never made a horror game in my life. I don't know what is the theme of the game or how the monsters will look like. Of course, there's a monster man. But I have one idea. The game world will divide into 2 scenes. Outdoor scene, which will contain just empty dark forests surrounded by a river, and a scary house. Inside it will be the second scene, which is the indoor scene, that will be just containing rooms the player can explore them. You know, horror games must have dark, empty, creepy, scary, snoopy, crooky, noisy, slooky, frothy rooms. First, I made a to-do list to keep track of what tasks I should do, because I have just 3 days to make a full playable horror game. For the outdoor scene, I watched a video about Godot 4, Forest Night Environment from scratch. That's good. From scratch? You must create it from the first try. Nah, I couldn't make it. The video is really great. I'm the one who couldn't make it. Why? Because of Blender. I don't have that much experience in Blender. Besides that, I'm just a beginner game developer, and do you want me to make it? There is another great video from the same channel I tried to follow to make the indoor scene, and it's about Godot 4, tiled dungeon environment from scratch. And again, I couldn't make it. So I tried another option, which is a Godot add-in to make terrains. I followed the full video and everything worked very well this time. But, of course there is a but. When I tried to paint the terrain, the brush tool didn't show up. Yup, this is really annoying. I've already passed 6 hours. The solution for this problem is free 3D models. Searching for the right 3D models feels like you're going on a mission. I used OpenGameArt, but I didn't find the right one there. I want a dark forest that will make you feel scared. Are you scared? No? After a lot of searching, which took the rest of the day, I finally found the right one. It looks good, but needs some hairs. Yeah, that's good. In this empty space is where the dark, scary house will be. So with that, I created the outdoor scene and added the 3D models for it. With this, day 1 is done. Day 2. In day 2, I focused on finishing the development of the outdoor scene and adding the dark house 3D mesh, which I found for free. And man, it looks dark, creepy, scary, snoopy, crooky. The first thing I did was make the player move and have a flashlight. Yeah, we're seeing something here. As I told you at the beginning, the outdoor scene will have a forest surrounded by a river. Letting the player go into the river is a problem. Because it's not a river, man, it's just a mesh box. Do you think I'm developing GTA 6? The solution is easy. Printing I'm dead if the player entered the river. That's not a solution, I'll leave it to the end. Then I added the scary house. My laptop's fan was close to fly.
Helicopter, helicopter!
God damn man, it looks really nice. I mean, really scary. When the game starts at the first, it isn't clear that the player has a flashlight or how to turn it on. So I added a label that shows up in 5 seconds, telling the player to press the F button to turn the flashlight on. Also, in the scary house, the player won't know that they can enter the house, or which key to press it to enter the house. Because I'll spawn the player far from the house, I used a 3D area instead of a timer to show the label I added. I'm pressing E, but nothing happens, because I haven't made the indoor scene yet. So, Creator! That doesn't look like a dark, creepy, scary, snoopy, now it looks good. This really gives the scary feeling. With some coding, now the player can press E and teleport to the indoor scene. Playing this without any background scary music doesn't make you feel scared. So I searched for background horror music and I found this for the outdoor scene. This for the monster. Because why not? And this for the indoor scene. Now we can say that this game started to give us the scary feeling. But the house is really empty. I want to give the game some vibe of that. When I downloaded the scary house, I found other scary models to add inside the house, like this one and this one. They really added the scary vibe I wanted. At this point, my idea of the game became clearer. The outdoor scene is just for exploring. Nothing happens there to give you the feeling that you've been entered a scary world. In the indoor scene, where the real horror game will be. After you enter the house, you will find on screen that you have to collect 10 coins within a time limit. If the time is up, a scary monster will spawn and try to find you. At the same time, another timer will count down. If you didn't collect 10 coins in that time, another monster will spawn. This will repeat until there are 5 monsters in the house. If you collected the 10 coins before the timer is up, you won the game.
Yeah, baby!
Now we have to work on 2 things to finish the game: the coin system and the monster system. But guess what? Day 2 is over. On day 3, I started by working on the coin system. First, I found this beautiful looking coin. I mean scary looking coin. Then I created a new scene for the coin with an area 3D as the root node, because I want the coin to detect if the player enters its area to add 1 to the coins variable in the global script. As you can see here, at the first I had 0 coins. When I collected the coin, it added a 1. Because the house is really dark and you can barely see the coin, I made the coin play a sound when you collect it. That is satisfying. But there's a problem. As a player, you don't know how many coins you've collected. So I added the UI for the coin system. Man, I'm telling you from now, if you're going to play this game, the coin is really hard to find. Now we're done with the coin system, and we're left with the part you've been waiting from the beginning, the making of the monster. I found this scary looking monster, and then I added to the house. So yeah, we finished the game. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Man, you have to know one rule in making a game that has an enemy. Creating the player system is easier than the enemy system. This monster doesn't look scary. Nah man, it looks scary, but not dangerous. So I added 2 red lights to its eyes. As I told you, there will be a timer that if it runs out, another monster will spawn. As you can see here, I added the countdown timer, which will be 5 minutes. Yeah, I know, that's too long. But finding the coins will take more than 5 minutes in the first try. I finished almost anything I want to add in the game. Now, I just have to focus on the enemy's pathfinding system. What the f***? Why are you facing the opposite direction? To summarize for you, almost the entire monster script was made by AI, so that's why the monster was facing the opposite side. I took more than 2 hours trying to fix that, and finally it worked. We all know what happens in horror games if the enemy comes closer to you. Yeah, jump scare. But not like this one. To fix that and make it look scarier, I made the background dark. Yeah, that's it. I think it's good, because day 4 is almost here. One more thing left to add is spawning the other monsters if the timer is up. Now, there are 2 monsters in the scene, and it's almost 12 o'clock. I need to add the main scene and the losing scene. I know, it's simple, but it does the work. Day 3 is done, and now the game is ready to play. What is going on in this fuck? You can download and play the game from the link in the description below. I made Flappy Bird, but in 3D. Watch it from here.